Hey guys, what's going on? Garanax here, bringing you another video on 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross. So we got a patch note for tomorrow's update. It's worrying. I'll tell you why it's worrying in a bit, but let's just have a look at the patch notes first. So we have two new characters coming to the game tomorrow. One is Camila, which is one of the original characters and part of the 7 Disaster group. Another one is Matrona. This will be a step-up banner, so that means that you will be able to guarantee one banner unit in 242 gems. That's 484 gems if you want to get both of them. On certain milestones, you'll also be able to choose either Blue Demon Melee, Valenti or Blue Lilia as a reward. And there's the check-in event. We'll be able to get 154 free draws just by logging in. That's equivalent to 14 multi-draws. That's very good because that means we'll be able to guarantee one of the banner units. What's worrying is that it says this is a Festival Eve draw ticket. Exactly what festival do we have coming soon? When we talk about festival, it's always about the festival units, which the next one will be Goddess List. That's way too soon. The KOF collab is still running, and since it's a collab, people tend to summon on the banner since it's a limited time banner. Especially when final boss Omega Rugo is so difficult that people will summon on the banner for Kyo just to be able to keep up with the score. So by this time, most people will not have a lot of gems left. If Goddess List really does come to global next week or next 2 weeks, many people will lose interest in the game. But we'll just have to see about that. So Camila will be getting some costumes that you can buy. There will be some bundles for the paying players. And the second week of the KOF PvP event will be unlocked, so you can get more rewards by winning in PvP. Just know that it applies to both normal and elite PvP, so you can choose which one that you're more comfortable with. Then there is the completion of the Catastrophe Growth event, which you can get 7 SSR pendants for free. Camila and Matrona will be getting their UR's gears, and if you missed some events in the past, you can now buy the Western furniture and also the Seaside furniture using gems. Each item will be sold for 30 diamonds. And there is increased purchase limits at the Knighthood shop, and also these events are ending soon, so if you haven't picked up what you want, please do so before the maintenance. So let's take a look at the two new characters. The first one is Camila. Her first skill inflicts damage equals to 200% of attack on one enemy on rank 1. On rank 2 is also 200% of attack, then stuns for 1 turn, and on rank 3 is 250% of attack and stuns for 2 turns. Her second skill inflicts damage equals to 150% of attack on all enemies on rank 1. On rank 2 is 150% of attack and lifesteal 30% of the damage, and on rank 3 is 250% of attack and lifesteal 30% of the damage. Her ultimate undergoes a transformation for 5 turns, removing debuffs from allies and buffs from enemies. For each buff removed, decreases enemies' max HP by 4% for 3 turns. This is 1/6. If you get her up to 6/6, the multiplier goes up to 6%. Now after transformation, she has a completely different skill sets. So now her first skill inflicts charge damage equals to 200% of attack on one enemy on rank 1. On rank 2 is 300% of attack, and on rank 3 is 500% of attack, and charge ignores defense. Her second skill inflicts spike damage equals to 100% of attack on all enemies on rank 1. On rank 2 is 150%, and on rank 3 is 250% of attack, and spike doubles your crit damage. And her ultimate inflicts damage equals to 840% of attack on one enemy. Her passive before transformation increases HP related stats by 5% when the hero takes damage on the enemy's turn. If there are 5 or more of the buff due to this effect, remove the buffs and deletes one skill at random, and fills her ultimate move gauge to maxed. And after she transforms, she has a different passive as well. So after transformation, her passive increases allies' attack related stats by 20%. Camila is interesting because she's the second unit in a game that has a transformation mechanic, first one being Titan Eren from the AOT collab. Her skill sets before transformations are designed to keep her alive long enough so she can utilize her passive. Every time she gets hit, she'll increase her HP related stats and be able to lifesteal back her HP. Once she reaches full ult gauge by using skills or through her passive, she'll transform into beast mode. Her beast mode is meant to do damage, so there's a charge which ignores defense and spike which doubles her crit damage. So she really shines in longer fights like in boss stages. Gear wise, you can go with the standard attack defense or attack crit damage to boost up the damage a lot. Or if you want to focus on her crits, you can go with crit rate crit damage set. She has a base crit rate of 60% and a crit damage of 150%. If you go with the crit rate crit damage set, she'll have a 90% crit rate and a 170% crit damage. Pair that up with her spike skill, her crit damage will be insane. Next, let's take a look at Matrona. So her first skill inflicts damage equals to 220% of attack on one enemy on rank 1. On rank 2 is 220% of attack and disable attack skills for 1 turn. And on rank 3 is 360% of attack and disable attack skills for 2 turns. Her second skill inflicts damage equals to 140% of attack on all enemies on rank 1. On rank 2, remove buffs from all enemies and inflicts damage equals to 140% of attack. And on rank 3, cancels buffs and stances on all enemies and inflicts damage equals to 210% of attack. Her ultimate inflicts damage equals to 560% of attack on one enemy, decreases skill ranks and then depletes the ultimate move gauge by the number of skill ranks decreases. This is 1/6, and if you get her up to 6/6, the multiplier goes up to 840%. And her passive increases Giant allies' basic stats by 25%, exclude PvP. Matrona's skill sets are pretty normal, no complicated mechanics involved. Since her passive doesn't work in PvP, she'll mainly be a PvE unit, so you can use her for farming or clearing story quests. She will not have a huge role in current PvP meta, but once Droll is released, I believe you will see more of her. Gear-wise, you can go with the standard attack defense set for more damage and faster clearing in farming, or you can go with HP defense for more CC. So, should you summon or skip Camila and Matrona? I would say yes, you should summon if you are a whale, and yes if you really love these characters. Otherwise, I would suggest skipping this banner. As mentioned earlier, since they say this is a Festive Eve banner, we might really see Goddess list in the next 1 to 2 weeks, so it's best to save up for the Broken Goddess. But don't worry, we still have the free 14 multis from the login event that will guarantee you one of the banner units, so make sure you log in during these 2 weeks and get all the tickets so you can summon on the banner. I hope this video gives you some insights into Camila and Matrona so you can make a smart decision. If you wish to discuss further on these 2 units or the game in general, consider joining my Discord, link will be in the description below. And as always, like, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. That's it for today, take care and have a great day ahead.